Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. I'm coming at y'all back to back with the content on this Saturday morning. But what's poppin'? I got a question for you. Now, this is something that goes on in the hip hop culture. This is something that goes on in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? This is something that goes on even when it comes down to like two entrepreneurs forming a business. Like they have their business over here and like their rival has their business over there. They pretty much have beef with each other. I got a question for y'all. Is it always worth it to squash beef with someone? Is squashing beef always worth it? Is squashing beef always the go-to? Is squashing beef always like the answer? I just got a question for y'all because y'all know that this is something that happens in the hip hop culture and it's something that always happens in the entertainment industry. Yeah, because I heard about that Cat Williams interview where he was pretty much like talking about the situations like with Kevin Hart and Kanye West. Like they said that Cat Williams was talking about a lot of stuff. I didn't watch the interview at all, but I did hear some stuff. But yeah, is squashing beef always worth it? I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. Do I feel that squashing beef is always worth it? Well, I mean, when it comes down to like, like just wanting to like move on and be in a better position, you just want to move on. Like you don't want to be in a position where you want to like keep throwing shots at someone because it's getting to the point where y'all have been beefing for years and for years and for years and nothing has really changed. You're tired of dealing with the same old stuff and you just want to like squash the beef so it doesn't get bad, so it doesn't get ugly, because y'all know that in the hip hop culture that with some of the beefs that had went on, it got pretty ugly. The beef between Tupac and Biggie got ugly. And yeah, like some of these beefs, they can just get ugly because now these days when a rapper gets killed, like with all the rappers that have passed away, with all the rappers that have died, the rapper that they was like beefing with when they was living, like they still want to beef with the rapper even though the rapper is deceased, even though the rapper is no longer here on this earth to defend themselves. So, do I feel that squashing beef is worth it? Yes, I do. I do feel that it's worth it. Now, I understand. Now, let me put it this way. I do feel that squashing beef is worth it, but when it comes down to somebody like doing you wrong over and over and over again, and they never like offered you an apology to the point that that's what caused you to have beef with them, y'all can squash the beef, but just because y'all squash the beef, does that mean y'all have to be friends with each other? No, not at all. You can stay in your lane and they can stay in their lane. That doesn't mean that y'all gotta be friends. Y'all can just squash the beef and then move on about your business. Yeah, because that's another thing too. In the hip hop culture, ooh, man, my nose allergies kind of bothering me. But that's another thing too. Like in the hip hop culture, like Kid Cudi and Lupe Fiasco, they still have beef to this day. Kid Cudi and Lupe Fiasco, they never squashed their beef at all. Lupe Fiasco still has beef with Kid Cudi to this day. Do I feel that it'll be dope if Lupe Fiasco and Kid Cudi was to squash their beef? Yes, it would be dope, but I get it. I understand, sometimes it's just, you just have bad blood with somebody and, it just, you still in a moment where you still haven't, like, forgave them as of yet. And it's like that sometimes when it comes down to dealing with a lot of pain, when it comes down to dealing with hurt, how badly you got treated by somebody, what I mean? But yeah, to this day, Kid Cudi and Lupe Fiasco, they still have beef. But yeah, I even did a video about that too. Like I said before, Lupe Fiasco is better than Kid Cudi, but you see, they still have beef to this day. But yeah, I do feel that squashing beef is worth it, especially when it comes down to the hip-hop culture, because with all the violence that these rappers be rapping about and putting into their music, running up on their ops and stuff, like rappers be dying too much. Like, you can talk about something else in your raps. And Lupe Fiasco, he mentioned that in his song On Phenem on his album Drill Music in Zion, like, talk about something else. You know, I mean, yeah, you can talk about something else. You don't always have to talk about the violence. You don't always have to talk about the gang banging. You don't always have to talk about getting high off drugs, because that's like the two things that a lot of these rappers die from: drug usage and gun violence. Those are like the two most common things that rappers die from. But yeah, I do feel that squashing beef is worth it, but feel free to engage with me. Feel free to chat with me. Do you feel that squashing beef is worth it? Do you feel that squashing beef is always worth it? Because, I mean, there has been some beefs that have got a little ugly to the point where it caused two people to get killed. The Tupac and Biggie beef got ugly to the point that both of them got killed. But yeah, let's chat. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Happy New Year Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.